Hi, my name's Tom Fuller. I'm a recording producer and songwriter. I'm based at Tileyard in London, and this is my studio, The Cabin. So welcome to my studio. So today we're here to record vocals for Kate Lomas on her new single, Better That Way.
Turn the lights off, watch me glow, like the lights in Tokyo. Through the water, let me know, falling like a domino.
For the session today, we're going to be using the Edge Solo modelling mic and the Discrete 4 Synergy Core interface. We've set up two different mixes. We have our monitor mix, which we're listening to in the control room. We've also set up a separate Q send, which Kate can hear just her mix separately in the booth, which means we can give her a separate level so she can feel comfortable with her own reverbs and the things that we don't really want to hear in here. So that allows us to do that. We've duplicated the inputs and we've taken a clean, unprocessed version straight into Pro Tools. We've also taken a processed version with some EQ and some compression, which is being handled inside the interface. And there's some really good emulations there, some great plugins, kind of typical vintage compressors and EQs that you would expect to find. In addition, also some auto-tune, which we've been playing with on the way in this session, which has been quite fun actually. It sounds really good. Interesting for Kate as well to experiment singing through. So we've been taking that in parallel as well and capturing both so we can choose afterwards which we like and which we want to use, maybe a bit of both, comping between them. There's a new version of the plugin and it's near zero latency, this version of it that operates within the interface. Sometimes when you're recording a vocal, you want that processed auto-tune sound, but you don't want to have to do the take, auto-tune on it and see what happens. You kind of want to confirm the sound going in and see how it affects the take and how it's moving with the vocal as it's recording. And this kind of allows you to do that, kind of confirm the take as you're recording it. But actually it seemed really natural. And I think it's about getting the right retune speed and the right settings. But if you get the settings right, I felt it was really good actually. And then she started singing into it and it was changing the way she was singing and her performance.
Turn the lights off, watch me glow, like the lights in Tokyo. Through the water, let me know, falling like a domino. Trying to be an elite.
Well, I think these days more than ever it's important to be portable and you're not always recording in big studios with the best gear and the massive channel counts. So I think interfaces like this one allow you to move around, be portable and get great quality, and the emulations allow you to get great recordings on the way in at point of source. I did a camp in Barcelona and it was great. We were recording vocals by a swimming pool. And so to be able to capture those kind of vocals where you're having fun and you're in the moment and bring those back to the studio and go through those vocals and they sound great and there's a vibe, and then still gets like a really good rough mix incredibly quickly because you don't want to spend ages fixing things and going through and trying to make things sound good. They just need to sound good. So this is a great portable rig for me that I can take with me to places like that, go abroad, it will fit in a suitcase. The I/O is great as well for an interface of this size. Like I said, you can get the Q mixes if you need. You could set a separate send for a vocal if you need a more me vocal mix as well, which is really good. If you do end up recording a band or working with a band in a rehearsal room or you go down for pre-production, there are 4 headphone sends as well, which is great on an interface of this size actually. So you can give 4 independent headphone mixes to the musicians in the band. Today we opted to use the Edge Solo mic without any of the emulation, with just the audio going raw into Pro Tools. There is the option later though, actually, we can use the plugin to use the emulation profiles to mimic other brands of mics later, which we can use to play with the sound, try those profiles out after we've recorded the sound, which is actually quite good. It allows you a lot of flexibility after you've recorded the sound, which is going to be fun to play with later as well after Kate's gone. I can just sit for hours on end and just tweak the sounds without her having to sit at the back of the room being annoyed with me. I think she feels more comfortable like this. I can hear it in a performance.
Make believing every day, okay. And I like it better.
It sounds very natural.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming every day.
Sounds great. Great, really nice.
Woo!
Well, we've probably got enough takes. What do you think?
I think so, yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, Kate, we're probably there.
All right. Excellent.